Good evening. Well, this one's a little different. So, this is my fulfillment out of come check out my collection. So, COMC. I've been using them for a couple years. I think it's a nice, easy way to take a bunch of cards that you don't necessarily want or don't have time to sell, and then get them and kind of convert them over to other cards. So I've been using them for a while. It's actually gone really well. It was a quick way. I had thousands of sports cards of pretty good value that I didn't want to give away. I didn't want to sell individually because I did that for a little bit and it was painful. A lot of it was hockey too, so that I had to go across the border, and shipping across to Canada can be really tough. It can be expensive. So I found the way to kind of negate that, sent it there, and it worked out really well. And now I'm converting it, a lot of it, to kind of things that I've wanted. And so here we are. Let's see what we get. So a couple boxes. I've been real happy selling stuff there. Sold a couple $1,000s worth of stuff, and been able to turn it into some pretty good. I'm not gonna say some pretty good cards on the back end. So now this is kind of one that has been sent off, that has been converted into some various types of graded cards, and nice preview there, and raw cards, and not just Pokemon, but some other types, I think. Hopefully. There should be some other types of cards in here. So let's start off here. So I forget exactly what got sent because it takes a while for these things to ship. So it may not all be pertinent. Well, it's going to all be pertinent, but not to each individual person. So here we go. Let's start the setup. So I'll just put them here, put them upside down, we'll just draw and go. So first off, oopsie daisy. Goodness gracious, get this stuff out of here. I don't know if this will be a good idea or not. Well, that's a fun grate. So there we go. So it's a SGC, Lycia's Appeal, Ultra Rare from Surging Sparks. 10 on SGC. Now, obviously, I'm a PSA person, but you know, I'll buy something cheaper on that's SGC. I think I'm getting premium on it. A the Vileplume Hollow First Edition 5. So let's see, make sure I get these things in good light. So 5 PSA, and just in case for whatever reason my light was trashy on that one, there that is. Okay, next. I don't know, this could be fun. Oh, this is a cool one. The Pokemon Go Mewtwo V-Star Secret 10 PSA. Extraordinary. Look at that young pup, I guess. I don't know. What an awesome card. So that's an opportunity that I can use to convert some unused funds into some PSA 10s of some cards that I think that'll appreciate. I don't even know appreciate, but just way to convert it over. Charizard V out of Sword and Shield Brilliant Stars, 10 PSA. Really pretty card. And in case there was a twin, there's a twin. Another Charizard Brilliant Stars, 10 out of 10 PSA. That is brilliant. Get it? All right, so not all these are graded. Some of these are raw. This may be the raw pack right here. And it's not all just Pokemon cards either. Actually, those were all the graded. I lied. So these are going to be just raw cards. Here are some peculiar. So you'll see some an eclectic look through some of this. I mean, these Charizards are awesome. That Mewtwo's awesome. Okay, that card's not bad, but that's not a Charizard. Okay. Let's see what we got. First, this is the upside down and backwards Mewtwo. This is the Topps Chrome Pokemon card from 2000, I think. And this is the clear card. You know, I'll probably end up sending most of these things off. I'm a big graded person for the PC. I'd rather have it. Let's see what we got here. That's nice. So, Surging Sparks, Slakoth, this is the IR on a golf course or something. And then next, Lechonk. From Obsidian Flames, IR, Lechonk. They're nice enough to put it all into things. Sometimes they kind of pull out. They were all well packed, so if it looks like it's not, that's all on me. Surging Sparks, the Doug Trio. Pretty card. Those, I guess we can just put it. It doesn't really matter, does it? I don't know which way to there. Well, let's just do this. We'll put that guy there. Look at that monster. Those are some monsters. Okay, fine. Mew, you're up. Those are some monsters, and we'll keep stacking right there. I just want to keep looking at them. Now, this is from an interesting set. So this is not Pokemon, but a cool thing. So this is from, this is one of the Geode cards from from the X-Men Metal. So I've got quite a few of these, and they're kind of this 3D setup from Skybox. So a Geode, and then you can kind of see that that's Cyclops in there. Thick card. Got quite a few of those. I think those are pretty fun. I don't know. I have a pretty stacked collection of the 2020 X-Men Metal. And that was one I hadn't had. I think I have a few more in here. Let's see. I'll do those next. I think I can find them. Like I said, this is going to be somewhat eclectic compared to some of the, maybe somewhat long too. I apologize. So, I have a bunch of daughters. None of them, I mean, they play basketball, but I just think this young lady. So, Caitlin Clark, rated rookie. Little center, he's a troublesome thing. But I think that'll be fine. So, another Geode. And that's the Angel Geode. That was Cyclops. And then a Forge Geode. Pretty cards. Now, I told you I used to do a lot of, I used to do a lot of baseball and hockey and sports cards. But vintage has always still been, so I don't ever turn down a nice vintage card. So this is the 1933 Goody Big League Chewing card of old Lonnie Warnicki. Good condition overall, a couple bends, but I like to build up a little bit of a few cards so I can send in, once I get to like 10 or 15, then I can send off a vintage. So I have a couple Ted Williams and such vintage that I want to get sent off, and so I need some filler on the actual grading. And so that's a great card because people are always looking for that set, or those sets. Okay, back to some Pokemon. Shiftry, Temporal Forces. That's the IR. Pidgey, Obsidian Flames. IR. The old Which Way Is Up. Peekaboo, I don't know what that is. Wouldn't be complete without a Mr. Mime. IR from 151. Omanite. IR from 151. You know, and I try to do a pretty good job of checking the centering on these before I buy them, because I always have the anticipation of grading stuff. So if I'm buying it offline, I'm trying to grade it. I say that, and then the next one I have is this cloth, and it's off-centered a little bit. So cloth from Scarlet and Violet. I got a deal on it though, I bet. I got a deal. A Mesprit. And this is from Surging Sparks. Sorry, trying to show the colors. IR. Another Shiftry. Why not? Cool card. God, these IRs. You just gotta love the colors on them. Okay, and Galvantula. Look at that. From Stellar Crown. This is one of those SIRs. Well warranted. The name was earned. And then Miriam. SIR. Studying and such. Got a Pikachu in the corner. Pretty card. All right, on to the last little subset here. So a pretty good set of cards. I probably will at some point send off a grading submission. May show some of the cards. I'm trying to do the ones that I've pulled and the ones that I've bought or already had. So the ones that I've pulled, clearly I've already shown, but I'll try to do these too. I think that would be interesting. Oops, I apologize. All right, Swablu. IR. Oh, didn't catch it in the light. I don't know. We'll put that on top of that vintage card. For now. Unless something, because I can't really see up there. And I like to keep things in view. Caitlin's there. Charizard, Mewtwo. There. In's restroom, just from, and this is from the Journey Together, but from the Japanese. So what a cool card. Some of these things I purchased before they were out, so I think that that was even purchased before it was necessarily out in the US. It just took a while to A, get enough cards to send off, and B, for it to finally get here. And Lily's Ribbon B. Once again, Journey Together, but the US version. Oh, there's Flareon EX. It's the full art from Generations from XY. Got some Jolteon and Glaceons in the background. What a crazy look! What a great card. Check the back because that's going to get sent off. A little bit of ding right there, if that shows, but you know, it's an older card. That's going to go here. And then we're going to end it with some, that's a huge card actually, but we're going to end it with some, oh wait, hold on. I stand corrected. Arceus V. Black Star promo. Cool card. Look in the foreground. You can see some other people just kind of admiring Arceus. And then we're going to end with some Caitlins. So these are pretty nice. So Caitlin, Silver Prism base. Rookie, Caitlin Clark. I don't know, we're on a first name basis. I'll give her respect. Another one. And these are going to get graded too. Another Caitlin Clark. Silver Prism base. Rookie card with the fever. And then finally to end it. Now this is in her Iowa uniform. But this is the color wheel of draft picks. So look at that thing. Caitlin Clark. Rookie card out of Prism. So, thanks for joining. And why these? I don't know. Part of the reason is that what I learned in sports cards a long time ago was you can chase the next person or just get the person who does like, who's the thing that you want to get, right? Like, don't chase King Griffey Jr. in 1989 because he's going to be the next Mickey Mantle. Just get Mickey Mantle. And don't chase blah, blah, blah in year whatever. Just get the one that you wanted because what those people will, what they've done is already set themselves up. Now, I'm not saying that this young lady's had a career yet, but the reason is that the things she does are different than everybody. So, first mover benefit. And so, and plus, I think it's nice. My girls will appreciate it. You know, they don't care that I have Alexander Ovechkins. They don't care that I have Pujols. They don't care that I have these. But she'll be somebody that they'll be able to look to in the future. So that's why. That's also the reason why we do a lot of these cards, because these are things that they will be able to appreciate in the future. And thanks for joining. Hopefully that was interesting. I don't know. I'll listen to the video and see if it's even worth doing. But yeah, Charizards. Out of Brilliant Stars, 10s, Mewtwo's, a bunch of cards here, and well, shaking. But thanks for doing that. I got to get this all cataloged, and hopefully I get to actually open something in the near future. Look forward to it. Thanks for joining.